Do you want to improve your English for the workplace? Welcome to a journey that will elevate your communication game. Professional English, a vital tool in the workplace, is our focus today. We'll delve into key phrases and vocabulary that will not only make you sound more professional but also help you communicate more effectively. From boardroom discussions to casual water cooler chats, these words and phrases will be your trusty companions. Stay tuned for some common phrases and vocabulary that you can start using in your workplace today. Understanding and using professional phrases can make a big difference in your workplace communication. Let's dive into some of these phrases that can elevate your professional dialogue. Starting with, "I'll follow up on that." This phrase is a commitment to get further information or complete a task. You might use it in a meeting when a question arises that you don't immediately have the answer to. For instance, your boss asks about the status of a project, and you respond, "I'm not certain of the current status, but I'll follow up on that." Next up, "Could you clarify that point?" This phrase is used to request more information or to ask someone to explain something in more detail. It's a polite way to say that you didn't fully understand something. For example, you're in a meeting and a colleague mentions a term you're unfamiliar with. You might say, "Could you clarify that point? I'm not familiar with that term." Lastly, "Let's take this offline." This phrase is often used in meetings when a topic is not relevant to the main discussion, or when it would be more appropriate to discuss it in a smaller group or one-on-one. For example, during a team meeting, two colleagues start discussing a side project. You, as the team lead, might suggest, "Let's take this offline and discuss it after the meeting." Remember, using these professional phrases can help you sound more confident and competent at your workplace. Now that we've covered some useful phrases, let's move on to professional vocabulary. First up, we have stakeholder. A stakeholder is a person or group that has an interest in a company's actions or decisions. This term can be used in a sentence like, "The project manager must consider the concerns of all stakeholders." You would use stakeholder when discussing who might be affected by a decision or action in a business context. Next, let's look at deliverable. A deliverable is a tangible or intangible good or service produced as a result of a project. For example, the main deliverable for this project is a detailed report. Deliverable is a great term to use when you're talking about the end products or results of a project. The last vocabulary word we'll discuss today is synergy. Synergy refers to the idea that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. It's often used in a business context to describe situations where different teams or departments work together to achieve more than they would separately. For instance, the marketing and sales teams have great synergy. They always exceed their targets. You'd use synergy when you want to emphasize collaboration and teamwork. With these words in your vocabulary, you're well on your way to sounding more professional in English. So, we've covered quite a bit today. We delved into the world of professional English, exploring key phrases and vocabulary that can elevate your workplace communication. We've learned to articulate our thoughts better, negotiate effectively, and foster more constructive conversations. These phrases and vocabulary aren't just words. They're tools to help you succeed in your professional life. Remember, practice makes perfect. Keep using these phrases and vocabulary in your daily work life, and you'll soon notice the difference. Thank you for watching, and keep practicing your English.